Sawadee Krap, I'm JP Mestanza. Today is Thursday, March 24th. Welcome to Phuket Extra, brought to you by PVCPhuket.com. Tourists staying at hotels who are deemed to be high-risk contacts will continue to be quarantined for 10 days, according to an order issued by Phuket Governor Narongmuchael last night. According to the order, high-risk contacts must be quarantined in their hotel room and separated from any person deemed to have been infected with COVID-19. They'll be tested for COVID by ATK method on the 5th and 10th day of their quarantine period. If the tourist tests negative by ATK on day 5 of their quarantine period and shows no signs of infection, the tourist may be allowed to venture out of their hotel room to enjoy the common areas of the resort. The order stated, quote, "In the event that high-risk contacts do not want to quarantine in the room during the first 5 days, they can be tested for COVID-19 by RT-PCR or ATK method before leaving the room on a daily basis. If the test result is negative and the tourist shows no signs of infection, the tourist is able to leave the room to use the common areas within the hotel or accommodation." The order allowed high-risk contacts to stay in the same hotel room as the person deemed to have been infected, but both would have to stay in the room throughout the 10 days. The order continued. Roommates can be tested for COVID-19 by ATK method on a daily basis or be tested on days 5 and 10. If the test results are positive, they will have to remain quarantined for 10 days from the day of testing positive. The order comes as Phuket health officials themselves are admitting that 95% of the recent COVID infections on the island are asymptomatic or exhibit only mild signs of infection. Such people, if they are island residents, are only required to self-isolate at home. For more, visit thephuket.news.com. Domestic tourists coming to Phuket must be fully vaccinated or present results of either an RT-PCR or ATK test issued by an approved medical service provider confirming they are not infected with COVID-19 in order to be allowed onto the island, according to last night's new provincial order. Of note, the Phuket News has been unable to discern any difference between the entry measures for domestic travelers issued last night and the domestic entry measures that were already in effect. However, the Phuket News also understands that officials at the ports of entry to the island, especially at the checkpoint at Tha Chat Chai, may have been relaxed in enforcing the provisions. With the Songkran holidays approaching and the new order issued last night, that might be about to change. The order was marked in effect from March 23rd and to remain in effect until further notice. Under the order, all domestic travelers must be fully vaccinated or show the results of an RT-PCR or ATK test conducted within 3 days of arriving to confirm they are not infected with COVID-19. The only exemptions from the requirements are children under 5 traveling with parents or caregivers, persons traveling with a medical emergency vehicle, lifeguards or rescue services, and people who have recovered from COVID-19 within the previous 90 days. These people do not need to show any test or proof of vaccination in order to be allowed onto Phuket. Children under 11 years old must have received 1 dose of a COVID-19 vaccine at least 14 days before arriving, or present RT-PCR or ATK test results issued in the previous 3 days to confirm they are not infected. For more, visit thephuket.news.com. Quality guaranteed since 2012. Call M Painting today. Phuket officials are continuing their social policy of holding food festivals across the island to help redistribute income throughout the community with yet another Roi Rim Lay event, this time at Nayang Beach this weekend. The festival will be open from 4 p.m. to 11 p.m. Friday and Saturday with over 100 food stalls, live entertainment, and cooking competitions at Nayang Beach. The National Parks, Wildlife, and Plant Conservation Department on Wednesday registered a complaint against 2 men after staff at a mail delivery company office were shocked to receive a package sent from Phitsanulok province that contained a live snake. 29-year-old Worasit Pitak and another man, whose name was not disclosed, were charged with possession of protected wildlife, which carries a fine of up to 500,000 baht and or a jail term of up to 5 years for violators. It all came after a 4-meter king cobra was sent in a courier package to Worasit, a local rescuer and member of the King Cobra Club of Thailand in Khon Kaen province. He says an acquaintance, a man in Phitsanulok province, had called him and asked for help in treating the reptile, which had a head wound, and insisted on sending the injured snake to Worasit in Khon Kaen by courier. When it arrived at the local J&T Express branch near the home, a staff member said the box was moving and emitting hissing sounds. When Worasit showed up to collect the package, he pulled out the snake from a bag to show what it was, then put it back. It's now being kept at an area called the King Cobra Village, as local officials are being sent to collect it. Thanks for joining us here on this Thursday at Phuket Extra, brought to you by pvcphuket.com. And join us again tomorrow on Friday. Until then, stay classy, Phuket.
Phuket's rapid modernization has made it one of the world's premier holiday destinations. Investors can still buy quality condominiums for as low as $75,000, and luxury properties can go all the way up to 20 million. Condominiums in Phuket are a safe, secure bricks-and-mortar investment offering foreigners freehold ownership. Call or email Thai Residential, Phuket's #1 trusted real estate advisor, to find your perfect Phuket property.